How you doing today, folks? Today's video is obviously very different than you guys are used to on this channel. This video is actually a little bit about me. Now, I would like to preface this video by clarifying that I have no intention of leaving YouTube at this current moment. Obviously, things can change, but right now, I have so much support, it just keeps me going. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm trying to clickbait you or anything like that. This video is actually about a live stream that I did 4 to 5 months ago where I said I was quitting YouTube. Generally, I don't like making videos on this channel about me, but this video is more about the great people that help support this channel, and that's really why I wanted to make it. Now, a little bit of context though, okay? I started YouTube over 2 years ago now, and I'd be lying to you guys if I said I expected anyone to watch my videos. To be honest, I was baffled when I got more than one view on any video that I made. My only intention when making YouTube videos came purely from giving information that's hard to find, but giving it in a way that's easy to digest and understand. I've been doing stand-up comedy since university, so I figured humor could be a great asset to my videos. As my channel became more popular, I became more and more surprised and confused. I was happy that so many people were finding levity in my content, but I was confused how I was able to break through. Now, I only have 600 people on my Facebook, and I have very little understanding of social media marketing, so how could I have more than 10 people interested in my channel, right? So I worked on the only thing I could understand, which was making content I would enjoy and hope that others would too. I felt extremely blessed to have so many wonderful people find and enjoy my channel. So why was I going to quit, right? Well, before I started doing YouTube full-time back in April of last year, I was an investment banker, and before that I was a general manager in estate planning. Both positions had extremely high wages, and I considered myself relatively successful financially speaking. However, I wasn't happy in banking, nor am I materialistic enough to do something I'm not totally into just for a hefty wage. So I decided I wanted to do something I was truly passionate about. And to me, that something was YouTube. I convinced myself that if I could make just enough money to pay off my bills, then I would be 100% content with my decision to do YouTube full time. Now, I did the math, and if I did YouTube full time and got the same number of views on my videos but increased the video output, then I knew that I could make it work. What I didn't count on was my own neurotic idiosyncrasies. I couldn't release a video every day or every other day because my mind wouldn't accept a poorer quality than I was used to. This affliction for me is known as perfectionism. And although it helped me in financial services, making me fastidious, hardworking, and efficient, it was handicapping me in a job where everything was subjective. Perfectionism is great in math where all the answers can be objectively perfect. A math equation always has the solution. However, perfection is a massive hurdle when dealing in the subjectively ambiguous of art or expression. No video was ever good enough for me, and if it wasn't good enough for me, then I had this immense fear of releasing it. Perfectionism in this regard is simple enough to understand. Whereas I didn't understand why people were watching my videos, the only thing I could focus on was the one factor that was consistent across all my videos, which was my subjective enjoyment of them. This creates an impossible standard for which to publish content, as every video needs to be freshly entertaining to a single viewer on a daily basis. Therefore, if I were to increase the quantity, I would surely lose quality, and a loss in quality for me isn't just bad, it's terrifying. You see, I was under the impression that people only viewed my channel because of a certain quality of my videos, and if my videos, even one of them, dipped below that quality, this whole channel would come crashing down like a house of cards. This intense fear of a lower quality coupled with my perfectionism made it so I was able to make lots of videos that I would never publish. Every time I finished a video, I would put it in an unpublished folder and then go back to the drawing board. I was making 10 to 20 videos a month and publishing only 1 or 2 of them. Sometimes I regretted publishing even the ones I did publish. So although I had the work ethic to be successful on YouTube and publish lots of content, my neurotic personality was like an anchor, making it impossible to get the necessary views to be self-sustaining. 2 or 3 months went by where I came up short on my bills. Finally, one day I got a message that my rent hadn't been paid. That was the day I did the live stream and told people I needed to quit. Now, just to be clear, I'm an all or nothing kind of person. Either I give it my all or nothing at all. My plan when I came on to quit was to let people know I couldn't afford to do it anymore. I was going to go back into banking, and if so, I wouldn't have the time to make new content. At the time, I didn't think a live stream would save my channel, nor was that my intent. Now, I had done fundraisers for the channel in the past in live streams, and if that was my intention, I would have just done one of those again instead. I wasn't thinking and I was insanely upset, and a sense of failure overwhelmed me and I felt numb mentally. I didn't want to leave YouTube because I really enjoy making videos, but I didn't know how I could stay and survive. Now, I was absolutely blown away in that live stream. At first, people were empathetic to my situation, but once they realized it was a monetary issue, they donated like I'd never seen before. I was completely and utterly dumbfounded. After the stream, multiple people reached out to me and offered to help me with a number of different things, including backing me financially. The legendary Lee Broyles himself, who donated upwards of thousands and thousands of dollars to this channel over the course of the last couple of years, reached out to me on a personal level and told me to come to him if I ever needed help financially, which was an incredibly kind thing to do from an already magnanimous person. Since then, the channel has gotten massive support from a couple dozen incredible people, including Aaron Volk, my boy John Maynard, the ever so delightful and delicate Flytrap, aka Jane, Joshua Egged, who was my very first YouTube sponsor. The guy's a hero. JD, aka Joshua WD, aka the man with the golden voice. Ricky with a K, aka my boy Richie. Craig with a C, aka the Bearded Scott, aka the Bearded Hero. My boy Chris Moore, aka Illumina. And the legendary Big Dick Lee Broyles. If it wasn't for this group right here, YouTube for me would have been over a long time ago. They've supported me on so many levels, and honestly, I don't know how I can ever repay them for their intense, undying kindness. I honestly consider myself truly fortunate to know each and every one of them on a personal basis. But that's not everyone who's helped me out, guys. No. The list is big and girthy. Those are the people who've made the biggest impact, not just because they donated money, but because they keep me company in voice chats, listen to me as a friend, and offer advice when I'm feeling beaten. I don't know that I deserve such incredible friends, but I cling to them like Rose with that big floaty door in Titanic. However, I would also like to give a shout out to my new and older Patreons who I didn't include on that list, like Cody, Semper, Mike, Alex Vogue, Big Boy, Cat Daddy Colin, CK Michigan, Derek Gregory, Frosty, Grizzly Bayer, Jake Richards, James Coe, Jazzy S, Nordic Berserk, Puffy Man, Rev, Russell Nichols, Scott Otter, Sean Thomas, and Zydo Ragnarok. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to my sponsors on YouTube, Nicholas Pushki, Very Sarcasmic ADHD, and Black Phoenix Family, as well as some other people who cross over on both lists, obviously. And I would also like to give a shout out to a couple guys and girls I always see in the live stream, like for instance, Whittier Spade, Koful, Cyber Lion, Z-Rex, Keith Copeland, Ryan Fisher, Robert, Little Baiters, Talon, Skull Maggot, Dr. Death, SMJ, Poseidon, Me Dick Stink, and so many more. Really appreciate the familiar names all the time, guys and girls, and appreciate the consistent support in the live streams. So everyone's aware I would have quit YouTube that day, and I would have been back in banking worrying about tax season right now, gain loss reports, and selling off some losses. However, I'm not, and I want everyone to know I didn't do it alone, not for a second. All these wonderful people have been supporting me in different ways and encouraging me every single step of the way. Averagebaters isn't an expression of one person, it's a reflection of the beautiful people that make it possible. One other thing that's raising a lot of concern amongst subscribers that I did want to touch on in this video is that I've been censoring a lot of my newer videos, more specifically the cursing in the videos. I just want everyone to know that the videos are exactly the same as they were before, except now they're a little more advertiser friendly, which is good for YouTube, and what's good for YouTube is good for me. I want YouTube to be able to make money off of the videos we create so that I can eventually be self-sustaining without the need for crowdfunding. I hope that you guys will all understand that, and hopefully you'll still find a lot of enjoyment out of the videos even though you can't hear me curse in the videos. You have to use your imagination a little bit. But the humor is still 100% the same. Now, if you guys watch and supported this channel and you didn't get a shout out today, then I apologize, okay? I tried to think of as many people as I could, and I tried to shout out as many people as I could remember, but it's very difficult to think of every single person, guys. Just know that I appreciate every single view, every single comment, and know that I appreciate you. And without you, there would be no Average Baiters. Now, I love you guys and girls from the bottom of my heart. You truly mean the world to me.